Okay, now I hope it's working because my cable, my electrical devices went down. So we'll go live again. Okay. So, week and a half to recover, done. No more non-doing of training at a certain level. As you can see, it was a pretty, it was more like an X in here. 1, 2, so a week that was very hard in terms of getting back, but things are getting back. So essentially it's a 20% week, okay? Just kept the ball rolling in terms of the technique. So really important, what we've done in here was we did the shadow box, and this went really well on the chokes routine. Really important for everyone, not only to practice the static in the chokes, meaning the yellow belt. I know these are the fundamental ones, but as you progress ahead, it's important to start working with more pressure. And in the talks with my Krav Maga master, Paulo, many times we talk about these things. Things work well when everything is still, when people don't move, when the attacker doesn't move. When the attacker moves, when the increase of acceleration exists, and so the increase of speed due to the certain acceleration exists, then things mess up. So, good week in terms of recovery. Bruno over there, hello there, guys. What's coming next? So I'm gonna put up there something more powerful for the next 6 weeks. 6 weeks, yes, 6 weeks. Not only because it's next week will be the end of the school year, so I'll have time to work out with my son, and we are going to go into pretty interesting things. Also because after the interview with Erwin Lecor from MoveNet, every time more I realize that we need to do more combat and more wrestling work and more groundwork applied also to the upper game, as you can think about it. So Krav Maga has all of these dimensions, and we cannot only focus on these dimensions where someone stands against each other. So let me be very clear on that, okay? That and the fact that we need to be very physically capable and mentally. So these are several dimensions to take care of for the next 6 weeks, and I'll present you the plan, and it's just gonna be tough, okay? So it's here, it's recorded. I really enjoyed it. On Thursday I had Varsha and Laura training, and they did massively. And my wife is also in the plan, so we're all in the plan. And yesterday we did a good workout upstairs, a performance standard testing from SealFit, so really good. So I'll delete these things from here so that we mention the behaviors for the week, and also that we move forward on looking into what is the plan. So a couple of important things when we look into the training practice. Luis, Grand Luis. When we look into the practice, there are a couple of very important things that need to be out there, and I'll do that schema before we even move into what are the behaviors for the week. So it's really important whenever we hit the gym or we hit the class to know why we are here. And I'll focus the book The book that I want to make sure that we all read in the next 6 weeks is this, Limitless. Okay, it's a book by Jim Quick, and essentially is focusing on how do we learn anything faster. Essentially, how do we learn and unlearn? How do we change the most powerful machine that we have? And this is so much applied to martial arts that is unbelievable. He has in here a set of at least 3 dimensions that I want to focus on. They are not mine. So again, it's behavior from this gentleman over here. And I think it's so important that we have it up there. So he talks about mindset. It talks about motivation. I'm trying to do some circles in here. Sometimes my drawings might not be the best. And it talks about methods. There is again. And this interaction in here, of course, in here it's this interaction in here between mindset, motivation, and methods. The middle point in here is where we become limitless. And this is not an esoterical thing. And I'll explain exactly where I'm going at with this. Mindset, and this is important for us to see, is about the what. Motivation is about the why. And methods is about the how. And whenever you hit the gym, or I hit the gym, or I hit the class in here at 6 a.m. and there is, for example, only 1 person out there or 0, it doesn't really matter, because the method, to be fair, is okay. What I'm presenting is fine, and I have a strong motivation for my why. I want to deliver Krav Maga, the best discipline that allows people to defend themselves against any kind of attack. This can be applied to any of the other areas of our work. What happened in the 2 previous weeks is that my methods were not as good. I wasn't resting enough. I wasn't taking care of what's called self-love or self-care. So I'm going to take care of this now. I'm also going to increase the what. What are we doing? And because I'm pretty positive on the why. Okay, so I do definitely recommend you guys pick it up. Okay, Limitless. I'll be reading it and using it for the next 6 weeks. And I chose 6 weeks because it's an overall health challenge that we're taking at home. So if you guys want to jump into the wagon, you're more than welcome. Again, motivation. Why are we doing something? What mindset? What are the things that I'm doing, and which I'm putting some waves in here, the folks. Bruno, okay. So I'm putting everyone with waves, and yeah, noon to me, great man. I saw you on the outside, really good with your class. So here we go. I have a strong motivation that in 6 weeks we are going to cover a lot of ground in terms of technical training, a lot. Mainly a key thing with the groundwork and with the hand-to-hand combat. So close, anything that is more close, when someone grabs you or you are tucked into, or you even approach to that position, or even when you go to the ground, or even when you propel the fight to go to the ground or coming up. So that will be my 6 weeks. Of course, you need to punch and spar, and that goes without saying. But for the next 6 weeks, guys, pick it up. Sometimes we are not strong in the motivation, in the why, and that is why the discipline does not appear, because we don't know why we are doing something. If you know why we are doing something, guys, very strict mindset. What am I delivering? Sometimes it doesn't get clear. My advice is pick something and do it. Methods, how do you deliver it? Is it a class in here? I'm gonna change the method. I'm gonna go outside. And I just heard, I got some good news. I believe that in the second week, not next week, but in the other one, I'm gonna start doing classes almost always outdoor. So that's gonna be really fun. And then there will be a time where we can have combat and we can get closer. But there is a lot of benefit in going into nature and working in there. Okay, so book for the mouth, Limitless by Jim Quick. I'll delete in here. It's really important to go into this direction. He has a whole array of things to do and work. In terms of behaviors for the week, here we go. Ready. Simple. Sleep. We've talked about this, 7 to 8 hours. This needs a lot of work, at least for me, but it pays off. Food. Take away sugar. 5 days. Yes, no sugar for 5 days. Out to see what's going to happen. Training, 6 to 7 days. 1 is rest. Okay, so we'll see that we'll even might have more sessions during one day, but that's my take right now. Training, mindset. What I will propose and what will be happening is the journaling. In here in the more spiritual or in more the it's the fact that we are going to read. Okay, we're gonna have the book and the book summaries per week. Book reading time. So that's definitely what's going to happen. We've talked about training many times, but there are many ways. So I'll present a plan that is way more ambitious. But if we don't try ambitious things, they never happen. So again, behaviors for the week. Got 5 key behaviors in here. Sleep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the, I would say, if you wanna put a stretch one in here. Okay, meditate daily. It's really important. So if you think about 5 key things to do this week, I would pick these 5 with the stretch goal of the 6th. Not putting out there anyone to choose for yourself, but meditation is like, if you wanna find a bomb, something that is really powerful for increasing your, I feel for my potential and for looking into the world into a different way, this is really key, really key. Okay, so let's go down to the training schedule, because that's where things will be, I would say, different. Pick up day by day, okay? So Monday, and we'll do a bit different from what we had in there, but you'll see why. Become more simple and at the same time a bit more complex, okay? And I've been trying to do this planning since last year. So this, you'll see in here, is a really, I'm gonna say, a thought experiment. Okay, so this is AM, that is pre-dawn, okay, really AM. This is noon, This is PM and this is night. Okay? You see how this is going, correct? AM, we have the Krav Maga plus move not. That's the early morning session at the 6 a.m. Okay, so that is to happen every day of the week. So this is a live session, Krav Maga plus move not, and the emphasis will be different depending on the days. In here, Krav Maga plus. In here, I'll emphasis on the jumping. In here, I'll emphasis on the balance. Krav Maga plus move not. In here on push. Krav Maga plus move not on pull. More operations have to do with pull, okay? More things like in that direction when I need to pull something instead of pushing, so more in that direction. And in here on Friday, and this is Saturday. Plus, and this is integration, and on Saturday, same thing, integration, okay? So it's a 35-minute session, early morning, 30. Guys, it's really to ramp your day up. Then, at noon, every day, and I might go live or not, but that's, we will have something that it's called seal fit. Okay, and that's essentially, it's a very short workout, very HITT, high intensity interval training in here, plus I'm gonna say the ground from Krav Maga. And we'll do this Monday. Okay, 3 days of this. So no. And this can shift, okay? It's not like mandatory, but the whole idea is that this will enhance the physical capacity in a brutal way. Okay, Monday I also have Krav Maga, but I'm giving class. So in this case, I will only focus on having a class, of course, but also class. So this one plus breath work. Sorry, not in here yet. Shadow boxing, okay? So a lot shadow boxing because we will be outside. We'll be in our classes outside. So shadow boxing is really good to do in there. That's Monday and then Thursday. Why do I separate it? Because I want to put some emphasis on that. Okay, that's more the focus in here. And that night every day in here. That's going to be the fun part in here. I'm going to do some stretching plus TRS. TRS is the readiness state. It's a way to recover a lot of our deep tissues. So it's like I'm gonna say 20 minutes, 25 before going to bed. It could even have yoga in here. So we can move from yoga plus TRS, although they are kind of compatible. in here, stretch plus the readiness state, stretch plus okay, but that's the full week. On these days in here, me and my son, we are going to fight. We're going to do all the wrestling things and all things that has more to do with contact. He really likes striking. We put our helmets on, so this is Krav Maga fun, okay? Krav fun. So we have a set of sessions for fun, okay? See, so a lot of work to be done, a lot more sessions, things happening early morning, noon and PM, and then late night, so that our bodies and minds keep really, really moving ahead. I know these ones are tough in here. We might need to shift them, because as my wife practices with me, or we put the sessions up there, we might put the seal fit and also and move not integrated, but that's the idea. And I'm even tempted to move this up a notch and put in here another move not and move not session in here, more focused in here on ground. Now, let me get back. I know that when we were doing the original idea was something more profound in here. It was exactly. It was to have a B or BJJ or Gracie Jiu-Jitsu session in here with my son. So. Here we have it, said and done. So a lot of work to do, sessions at AM, noon, PM, and at night. Night is really used for recovery and to wind down of all the workload in here. The ones that are more intense, I'll place it with these, okay? So Monday, Monday noon, very intense. Same thing for Wednesday, and same things for Friday. Okay, 3 very intense sessions in here, and that should be it. So guys, if you want some help, let me know. This is gonna go really deep. It's a lot of training sessions in there, but I think they are going to work. I've got really awesome materials to help on this, and of course the Krav Maga program is just gigantic and allows us to shift between whatever we want to do in here. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy that the weather is amazing, at least in the US. If you have the opportunity, go outside, enjoy the weather, enjoy time with your family and practice, because I think it's going to be great from my side and for my students, and I hope that you guys enjoy as well. If you need any help on your training plans, practice, reach out to me, okay? I'm usually very contactable, I think that's what you say, but this will help a lot, okay? This is no longer May, as you can see, correct? This is June. We are in June. June 14th, so this is 15. 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. And I will reserve Sunday for full rest, walk in the nature. Enjoy the day, the night. A pleasure having you there. I'll upload the video to YouTube. This time I'll flip the video because I don't know if you can read it properly, but I'll have the video on YouTube. You can make questions, of course, because I didn't explain exactly what's the content on the AM session or the PM session in Krav Maga if you have this type of questions. But I wanted to give you the full view of what's coming up in the next 6 weeks. So it's a full transformation program that, to be fair, I've been delaying it for myself, kind of testing some things and others. It's time to get even more serious with that. Enjoy.